I have another wig review for you today, and this one is Jon Renau's Rachel, and the color is 14/26, which is Pralines and Cream. Or is this one is 12FS8? I think that's shaded Pralines and Cream. This is Pralines and Cream. 14/26. No rooting, not with the S10. So let's talk about this wig. Me and this wig go way back. A lot of memories with this wig. This is not new. This is not out of the box. This is not what she looks like out of the box. I got this wig. I bought it back in February. It's now October, and I got this one in February. And back then I was still newer to wearing wigs. I still wore my Raquel Welch Miles of Style all the time that I had damaged, and I always had a headband wrapped around my head and I always had it pulled up for work. Always had a headband to hide the hair lengths. It just looked awful. So I was about to have a baby, and I needed to I wanted to find a wig. At the time I was like, I don't want anyone to know where I wear wigs. I need to find the wig that I'm going to wear for the rest of my life. A lot of pressure. And of course, at the time, I was saving up for maternity leave, trying to get our backyard landscaped, yada, yada, yada. So I was like, I can't spend a lot of money. That was before I realized how wonderful wigs are. And I was like, I can afford it. But anyway, so I was looking on wigoutlet.com. I look there a lot because, you know, a lot of times they have the colors that I like. And so of course I went through the whole ordeal of trying to figure out which one I want, which wig's gonna be the wig I wear for the rest of my life. And I decided to choose this one. I just liked that the length wasn't too long, and I liked the side swept bang. This was my first Jon Renau that I had. And I got her on the day that I went into labor and had my fourth baby. So, I got her at the time I went and took my other Raquel Welch, my Raquel Welch wig, and I had her soaking, but I was having contractions, and I was like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? Because my wig's not ready to wear. This isn't what I had pictured when I went into labor and had, birthed my baby and everything. So there's a little bit of anxiety, but I had tried this one on, and I loved it. It was the most realistic mono top. The parting is just, the mono top is way better than what Raquel Welch has, in my opinion anyways. And I loved it. I wasn't worried. I was like, I can wear this. And I went and wore this the whole time. I have natural births and natural labors. And I wore this the whole time. I was a little concerned about if it was gonna shift at all. Oh my gosh, you guys probably can hear my dog. Just ignore her. But anyways, so I was worried about this shifting when I was in labor. No more dog. She's not barking anymore. So anyways, so while I was wearing this in labor, I figured if that would be one of the times to test a wig and what it can do for you. So I was moving around, having my contractions and everything, and this baby stayed on. I think in between my contractions, somewhere in the middle of labor, I was worried about it sliding. So I went and put some It Stays on and pressed it down in the bathroom. I was like, hold on. So, and then I did that, and then I felt much better because I didn't know what was gonna happen. So, anyways, so this, everyone was like, oh, you look like you got your hair done and everything. And I didn't tell people yet I wore wigs. I was like, oh, thanks. Yeah, I just did it since I'm going to be, a new mom again and not have time to do my hair. So, that's just how it ended up going. And, even my, my friend who was there in the delivery room had touched my hair, and I was like in the middle of pushing and having contractions and about to birth my baby. I was like, I'm fine. Yeah, nobody touched me. I just want to, birth this baby. I'm good. I got it. It was ridiculous. But when you're wearing wigs and you're new to wigs and you want people to know, that's just how it happens. So I, delivered him and everything went good. And, I have to stay at the hospital for a couple nights, 1 or 2 nights. I slept in this, no problem. I felt so good because I felt like this monotop was so realistic. And so I had wore this wig like every day from February to April. And so was still learning about wigs. And I know with this one I always pulled at the lace. Go to this camera. This camera doesn't make it look that bad. I had cut some little baby hairs in my synthetic wig, just to help with that. And that helped me feel a little more comfortable. I liked that I could change the parting on this one. I honestly feel that left parts just look best on me, but this is right parted and that's fine. And I was like, oh, I need people to know it's realistic. So I started adding rooting, and I had bought like a fabric marker, and then I had bought a permanent marker, and would just use those and just color in as I remembered and everything. And of course it washed out. So the permanent marker, like you can kind of see right there that it's there, so it didn't work as well. But the fabric marker did pretty well with rooting, and I felt like it made a difference. So just, you can use the permanent marker and the fabric marker, but they will wash out, so keep that in mind. But yeah, I had used that for rooting. Now I had since washed it and used like this silicone cream that I put on my wigs and everything to help it maintain its shape. But this is after February, March, April, like three months of straight wear. And now she looks really legit, just not overly curly, because that was the one thing I didn't like about her. I had to thin her because my ponytail was like very thick, compared to my face, very thick. And it just looks so not realistic. And it was hard to keep in like little claw clips and everything. So I thinned her out a lot. But she still looks good. I mean, I wouldn't say I over thinned her at all. Not at all. So she still looks good. And this is just, like if I wanted to put pigtails in her, which I'm not going to. But, this still, here, let me do a ponytail. So that's what it looks like now. So just a lot better. And the waves have relaxed a lot, so it doesn't look like, oh, you just had your hair done for us, like what they said when I went into labor. And I was like, oh well, yeah, I just wanted to take care of that before I had a baby. So this is what she looks like when it doesn't look like you just went to the salon. And this color, I feel like the pictures, when you look on different websites and you see the picture of the color and it looks like 2 different stripes, it kind of looks like those 2 stripes, and the color on those pictures is not what it looks like in real life. And that's another reason why I decided to start doing like reviews, so people can see what these look like compared to that studio lighting, because it's just not the same. So I should have my overhead light on because the sun's going down. But this is this is a warm blonde. It's golden blonde. So the 14/26 is like, the 26 is that auburn. It's not quite the 27 where you get to the 27 MB and the FS27. So it's not quite that red, but you're leaning towards that just about. And then you've got the blonde, the 14. So it's not super bright. That's a good color. But as you can tell, this is look monotop, woohoo. It can look a little piecey, especially right there. Like over here, you can just mix it up and then it looks fine. But over there, it does look a little piecey, and I felt like right there you can see how they designed it. I really wish these people that make these wigs, and I'm very thankful that they do, but if you're going to add like the highlights, don't make it look straight across, make it a little less stripey looking. So yeah, I just think that if they, or when they make these wigs, don't make it look like a stripe straight across, because it just makes it look a little less natural. But she has, you know, stood the test of time. I actually like this one. I like this one better than Sarah. Sarah was thick, and it just I don't know. I mean, I bought mine used, so who knows what a real Sarah looks like. The Sarahs, these wigs they are very thick. At least the two I've had, this Rachel and my Sarah, are both very thick, and they both had to be thinned out quite a bit to get more natural and not look like on my head. And that's what this gave you. Oh my gosh, if I even showed you pictures like right after I had my baby, you can see that it's it just looks thicker and more full, and it just not my style. So I thinned her out quite a bit, and I am actually quite pleased with this. I can wear again and again. She hasn't worn out yet. So, I mean, that's just key, that you do gotta take good care of them. And, you know, I mean, at this point, she just looks like natural hair that has split ends, like the fibers, and this is like the fibers in the back. So, you know, there you go. So they don't look wiggy and wiry and everything. They look pretty good, but I also, you know, I use the wide tooth comb. I use silicone spray, different kinds. There's different brands. Just depends on what you like. And like coconut oil, I just did different things to keep her in shape. And that's why, you know, she still looks like this. And, you know, I probably will add like more, at least where that stripiness is looking. I probably will add more, like some rooting, just to make it a little more real. But overall, I'm still happy with how she looks, and it looks very legit. And I'm gonna wear her again, not right now because I got some other fall ones, but for spring, I'll definitely wear her for spring. And yeah, she's hand tied, so what's nice is you can feel you know, it feels like your head when you touch the back. It's not like these little wefts that give it that extra bulk. So you can, you know, it's very close to your head, especially after she's thinned right now. Just feels like that's my scalp. And so it is more comfortable. And I have to say Jon Renau's ear tabs are less itchy. There are some other wigs, some other brands that have really itchy ear tabs, and it's always itchy right here. I'm always playing with it, but Jon Renau's aren't. Some of their ear tabs are thick and bulky. This one doesn't feel that way, but some of them do. I have a Mina that has thick ear tabs, and it just kind of bothers me. But these ones feel pretty thin, at least with this specific piece. So yeah, hand-tied cap. She's, you know, let me see if we can back up. She goes, she's like right above my boobs. So just a decent length, but not long, glamorous length. But and at this point, you know, she's got relaxed, beachy waves, kind of like Arrow from Ellen Villa. So very similar. And I could just throw this on. It doesn't look like I did my hair all fancy to go to the grocery store or something like that. So yeah, I'll definitely wear her in spring. But I just wanted to share this piece now because I can, and I've had her for a while, and just wanted you to see what she looks like, and just that this is what this wig looks like after she's been thinned and worn a lot within a 3-month period. So you know what to expect afterwards, and that you can know that you can still wear your wigs after that long. Just gotta take good care of them. And even this one, I did kind of abuse her a little bit, but it's still wearable and still looks fantastic. Anyways, have a good day, and hope you are encouraged by this review, and you know, that you go buy yourself a Rachel, because they're gorgeous, and I just have to think of what color I want her in next. Have a good day. Bye.